taking a look at this giant Gonzalez Hasbro figure. I've had this figure since I was I don't know, 13 maybe. I got this there was a site back on back in the 90s. I wish I could remember the website, but basically it was just a black background and it had every name of all the wrestlers typed in, and then it would say sold out or in stock, and this was $5 shipped. Cash on delivery. And I got this figure because all I had was $5 at 13. And you didn't have to pay up front, which is cool about cash on delivery. um they literally would let you select what you wanted and then type your address in, and they would ship you it. You'd eventually get a knock on the door weeks later from the mailman. He would tell you, this is what you owe me. You'd pay him, and then he'd hand you your stuff. Well, this is what I got. But most of the stuff was sold out, but they were all good price stuff. Heck, you could have got an Andre for 35 bucks, I think, or something, or 25 bucks. But yeah, this guy here, which when he came, I literally thought that it was not a Hasbro, because I'm looking here and I see that the head is all one piece basically to the body. And I know the Hasbros prior that I was familiar with, it was not one piece, at least the ones I had. I know Dusty Rhodes, I think, is, but I never had Dusty Rhodes as a kid. So I literally did not understand what this was. I did not open it, and I thought, it's not real. It's not a Hasbro. I don't know what this is. But because of that, I never opened it and added it to the pile of figures I had. I just left it in my closet. But here he is. It's pretty cool. It's extra minty minty. I actually have two of these. I have another one that I got off eBay. Believe it or not, it was listed wrong. I think it was listed for $20 or something crazy. So I did, and it was buy now. So I jumped right on it. The seller messaged me and he said, "Yeah, I mispriced that. Do you still want it?" I said, "Yeah, I still want it. Heck, I'm sorry you made an error. I want it for that price." So I ended up getting it. I think it was like $25 after the little shipping. No, it was 20. Was it 20 and free shipping? It was something like that, and then tax. I think it was like 25 bucks. So I got two of them on card, from this one from the 90s and the other one, two of them, and I think I paid a total of like 30 bucks for both. I don't know what it is with this figure that I get good deals with it, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it, but yeah, man, I've had this forever. It's funny because when the mailman came, I heard a knock at the door. Luckily, I was home. Back then, you didn't have a way to really track anything. You didn't know when it was going to be out for delivery. So, luckily, I was there, and I didn't have the money, really. So, I had to go wake my brother up, and luckily, he had $5 on him. He gave me, and handed it to the mailman, and that's how I paid for it. But, you know, back then, you had no way to know when your package was coming. I mean, I'm so glad though I still have this. Maybe it's a blessing that I got another one for cheap, because my brother passed away in 2007, and he's the one who gave me the five to buy this. So the other one I got on eBay, I guess, is a blessing that I got it so cheap. Maybe it was like meant to be to have a bunch of these to remind me of him or something. I don't know, but yeah. Shame though this wasn't an Andre that I found on eBay for that, or even this one for the five I got back in the day. If I remember though, the Andre, when that was on that site that had stuff listed cheap back in the 90s where I got this from, I think it was sold out because I that's what I wanted was Andre, if I'm not mistaken. And this was the only other giant they had, so I settled for this. Plus, it was in the price range I could afford because they all, I think, from $5 all the way up to I think 30 or $35, and a lot of them were sold out, like the big name guys. But I saw, okay, they have another giant, so I'll settle for this, and this is what I got. This card is like so perfect on this. It's funny because I always think to myself back then, and the guy was selling some of these for 5. How was he even making a profit? Because they were about that at the toy store with shipping. I mean, with not shipping, with tax. They were almost $5. I don't know how the guy made a profit on the ones that he did sell for 5, but if I'm not mistaken, this had a KB sticker I removed, and the it was a 3 for, what was it, 3 for 10. So I guess maybe he got a whole bunch of 3 for 10s. So I guess that's how he made a little bit of something something. Yeah, it was like right there, right where those dots are on the card.